You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 425, Real and Real Sports Show. Well, you have to forgive one of our co-hosts to this morning. He may not be with us. He might pop in, but we doubt it, because he's celebrating his honeymoon. We want to issue a congratulations to our co-host, the good Dr. Reverend Michael Clayton Harris, who was wed on yesterday. Congratulations, Real, on your wedding, man. Wishing you and your bride much happiness. Congratulations to you, Miss Harris, on your new daughter-in-law. I know you are very happy. So just want to give a shout out to our co-host, Real, who got married on yesterday. Congratulations, Real. And what do we got going on today? Well, we got conference finals of the NBA in full effect. We got coaching changes already in the NBA, Super Bowl announcements. We got OTAs cranking up. We got suspensions, violations, all of the above. It's episode 425, Red and Red Sports Show with your boys Coach and your boy HO and your boy Red. Bringing it to you live, baby. Let's go.
All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Red and Red Sports Show. We are all three here live from the
T L
ATL show.
Shawty.
Give me real sports talk. We're real
Now,
sports athletes who are real sports fans who have what, gentlemen? Real
Real sports
sports
knowledge.
knowledge. We know sports. And as Red said, our esteemed co-host is out today because our great co-host, the great Dr. Reverend Sports Dr. Michael Harris, was wed on yesterday in Pennsylvania. We want to say everybody say congratulations to him and his bride Val on their uh, ceremony, and it was a great ceremony. And if you didn't see it, well, there's plenty of pictures. His mama Harris got plenty of pictures for you to look at. So, hey, take a good look at it and enjoy. And we want to say, like I said, congratulations to him. Like I said, we got Red said we got plenty of sports to talk about. Let me get the number out the way. Number 425. The number 425 is, and this was pretty easy. It goes to a guy who is considered the greatest reliever in Major League Baseball history by many people. And he is the only man, and I repeat, the only man to be unanimously voted on all 425 ballots in the Hall of Fame. And that is one New York Yankee, Mario Rivera, entered the Sandman. He is our number 425. He is on everybody's ballot. He was voted in unanimously by the Hall of Fame. They only got to do that. So that is our number 425, Mariano Rivera. All right. How are you guys doing on this? Well, I guess you say gloomy Saturday, no sun right now, but it's what it is. What's going on today, you guys? HO, how you feel, man?
Feeling good. It's raining over here, but Duke didn't want to go outside this morning. He said it's too much wetness.
Duke didn't go outside?
Nah, he didn't.
Oh.
He saw that rain. Eventually, he had to go, so we eventually went on out, but he didn't want to go.
Red, is it raining in your area?
not really. A little moist out there though. Not no sun though.
Okay, because I heard a little thunder a few minutes ago, but it's not raining over here, so I guess it will. They're talking about storms all day today, so we'll see. Maybe it'll get. Yeah, I know it won't be any sun today. It'll be mostly cloudy, being doing the weather report. I want everybody to make sure you please, if you're tuning in, like and share this broadcast. Let somebody know who hadn't been a part of the show, introduce them to the show, and maybe they'll stay on and they'll like what's going on. We want to say also welcome to the Reverend Night Nation. We got a few people chiming in today. Let's see. Ruth Burdette says hi. Leo Paredes says hi. And this Minecraft True Love said red camera broke, but red is on. His camera not broke. He's saying hi. So right now, that's all she wrote. All right. We're going to keep the show going. Eat real quickly. We're going to move it right along. Jump into dope, nope, and coat. What you like, what you didn't like, and what you got to deal with. All right. Red, what's your dope moment for the day or the week?
My dope moment goes to Ron Acuna for his slide the other day. I'm trying to think why did I have. Oh yeah, because he slid, and the way he slid, he moved his arm away for the man to miss it, and he got in the back way, pumped his fist, and pointed to the dugout. That's what I'm talking about, Ron Acuna. I just like that whole sequence right there. Uh, I can't believe this was my dope moment. I must wrote it down a couple of days ago. But I guess that's all I got right now. Cause my other one, I don't even that ain't even that nothing to me. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ron Acuna slide the other day. Had he not came back from injury, I probably wouldn't have used it. But since he's back playing now, and we don't want a funeral, yeah, I'm gonna go with that moment right there. Cause that slide was nice. And then I like the way he pumped his fist at the end and then pointed. So yeah, I like that one right there. I probably could have came up with a better one, but I'm gonna stick with that one for right now.
Hey, Joe, what you doping on?
I'm doping with the Braves as well. After embarrassing 12-0 loss to the Marlins, they have come back and they've come back to earth, and they starting to be the Braves that we know. 35 wins, and so yeah, I'm doping with the Braves. Walk off win from last night. So the Braves, you get my dope moment for the week.
All right. Yeah, I guess I climb in the car with y'all. The Braves are continuing to show that they're for real this year. And yes, when somebody is out, somebody else steps up, takes their place. It's never the same hero every day. Look like a different player decide to step up and say, "Hey, I got you this time. Don't worry about it." And the Braves are looking good in first place in the National League East. So I'm gonna give big ups to the Braves as well. All right, HO, what you didn't like? What you noping on?
The New York Knicks. I'm gonna keep noping on them until the season over. I know they up 2-0, but I mean, I could have noped on James Harden, but I'm gonna nope on the New York Knicks because I don't like. I mean, it's easy to look good against a James Harden that looking that bad, and they don't flop. They flopping their way all the way to the finals.
Oh my goodness! All right, yeah, my no moment gonna go to Stephon Castle, Mr. Castle. I understand what you're doing, and I sympathize with you to a point. You know, you got to handle the ball a lot, but 20 turnovers in 2 games, sir, come on now. You are trusted to handle the ball, and I know you know how to dribble, and I know you know how to shoot. But golly, 20 turnovers in 2 games. You know you won one, you lost one. I don't know how many turnovers you had last night, but Fox plays. I guess that kind of took a little of the pressure off of you. But Mr. Castle, you got to learn to handle that ball, my young brother. In these big games, it can't be bigger than the NBA Finals. So I mean, Western Conference Finals. So get yourself together, sir. Uh, Red, what you doping on? I mean, noping on.
I am noping on one Daniel Leonard. You don't know who Daniel Leonard is? That's the son of one Sugar Ray Leonard.
Uh-oh.
Dude, what in the world are you doing getting arrested at your father's house for trespassing? I mean, come on, man. If your father say stay away or you know you ain't allowed there, come on, you just embarrassing yourself, embarrassing the family, and then you had a restraining order out on you, so you know what the deal was. Come on, Daniel. Now this is unnecessary. unnecessary negative press for the family. So if you was already in the doghouse, I doubt this make it any better, Daniel. So my note moment goes to Daniel Leonard for continuing to stay in the Leonard family doghouse.
What is going on with him?
I have no idea.
Yo, the own daddy don't want you at your spot. God, well, wow.
At least let them know you're coming over or something. I know you're probably trying to work things out, but just can't break in now.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Monique says hi. Hi, Monique. Good morning, Monique. All right. My cope moment. I'm coping with Kenny Atkinson and James Harden. Y'all gonna have to answer a lot of questions over the next few days if something doesn't change. Seems like you two seem to I know you want to save your player, Kenny, but after a while, you got to look at him and smile and say, look at James. We don't need you to play some kind of defense or do something. I said, we ain't trying to see playoff James come show his head again. We were doing good. But right now, you're down 2-0, and you could potentially go down 3-0. I think they might win, but still, if you go down 3-0, you know it's pretty much a done deal. And the Knicks are moving on. So those two, y'all need to get yourself together. All right. HO, what you got? What you coping with?
It's right around the corner, and football season is upon us. And the Falcons schedule came out, and I'm coping with the fact that we got 3 straight national televised TV games. And that's either going to put more pressure on the coaching or it's going to put more talk about Atlanta sports. It's going to do one or the other. And I hope we come out on top and gain more respect by being on national TV 3 straight weeks. Let's go Falcons. But I'm coping with the fact that 3 in a row, national TV, the new regime, yeah, that's something to think about for sure.
All right. Red, what you coping with?
I am coping with, well, not me, but Chase Burns, you might be coping with something called a nutcracker. You know, next time, Chase, you go out to the mound without your cup on, just remember that baseball travel a long way, buddy. And if you want to be on that mound without your cup on, whew, I guess crack nuts don't hurt you as much as they hurt the Knicks, man. But maybe you'll know next time. I bet you'll wear that cup next time, Chase. Good Lord have mercy. Chase, you having a great season. One of the top ERAs in the National League. Well, boy. Whew, did your Nets deserve that, man? I mean, whew, 90 miles per hour right off where the sun don't shine, Chase. Man, they don't create these nut cups for a reason, Chase. Next time, man, wear your cup. Because otherwise, next time we're going to be calling you Nut Cup. Because, boy, you look nuts right now for not wearing it. Ooh, oh, Chase, I'm still feeling it right now. Oh, God. Oh. And you the pitcher, man. There's usually the pitcher that's delivering the blows. You got blow. Whoa, boy. Anyway, Chase Burns, I'm sure you'll learn your lesson next time and pull Terry Francona. Keep it from laughing himself when talking about it, man. You know you don't mess up as a player when your manager has to keep tickling himself, man.
Yeah, boy, that's you get those close calls like that. Like I always say, I have concerns. But you know, we have more concern. You're not able to walk, that's dealing with the growing area.
Oh, God.
But that's all right. He survived, luckily for him, right now. But all right. Let's see.
I don't
The
know,
nation.
bro. We need to ask his girlfriend, did he survive?
She'll let him know. All right. No dope, no coat from the Rev Night Nation. I know the VP sent a message the other day saying he won't be here. He's on a plane again. The VP is always traveling. He's everywhere. So we're gonna miss the VP. All right. Let's jump to the NBA playoff recap. Let's start out with the first game that we just got through talking about. The Cavaliers and the Knicks. Ho, what? How do you think this series is going to go? Ho, the Cavaliers and the Knicks. Who gets the upper hand in Game 3?
James Harden shouldn't even be on the floor, especially in the fourth quarter. And Kenny Atkinson needs to learn how to run a play other than just shoot threes when they up. It's going to go as well as Cleveland can adjust to what they need to do. If Spider Mitchell is your go-to guy, then just let him shoot all the balls and let him create and go in the fourth quarter, especially if you have a lead. The other night they got 22 straight points put on them without a basket. And I think Mitchell touched the ball twice. How is that possible? So it's going to go as much as whatever Cleveland can adjust to is going to go that way. And if they don't adjust, then I see you in Aruba.
Not Cancun?
Well, that too.
Yeah. Either way, they're going to be on vacation.
Yeah.
All right, Red, what you got? Who wins Game 3 and why?
Well, we're going by HO standard. I guess they're gonna be on vacation soon. I don't see them making an adjustment unless you bench James Harden for the rest of the series. Now, if Kenny Atkinson come out and announce that today that James Harden is benched for Game 3, then yeah, they might have a chance. If not, do you see the Knicks changing anything they've been doing these last 2 games and when it's been working? Oh, so well. I mean, Game 1, they didn't even come out on fire. They spotted the Knicks. 20-something points. Said Knicks. I mean, Cavs, here you go. 20-point lead. Because they was rusty as you don't know, or you know what. And God, Cavs still couldn't hold that lead. Even with 20-point lead, 4 quarter, man, I'm at work coaching HO. I look at the score like, I ain't 37-6. Oh man, I know that game over with. Man, I'm talking on the phone with somebody, they bring up the game. I was like, oh man, Cal won that one, man. That game over with. They like, oh, Red, what you talking about? That game better go to overtime. I thought they were lying. I knew they were lying. I was hoping they were lying. Shoot. Well, guess what, fellas? They weren't lying. I looked at my phone. I saw 1-on-1. I was like, what the F? What I mean? God, Cavs. I mean, that was your only chance to steal one to me because, dude, the Knicks have figured you guys out. How you got past the Pistons, I'll never know. How you got past the Pistons, the Raptors, we all want to know. But man, you ain't getting past the Knicks, baby. Yeah, y'all been surviving. HO, you talking about the Knicks are lucky, man? The Cavs, they the ones that's lucky, man. Shoot, the Hawks should have. Oh man, and I was sitting here trying to avoid the Cavs in round 1. That's who we should have played in round 1. The doggone Cavs, man. I'm sure somebody on the Hawks could have exploited James Harden, and maybe the Cavs won't be going through this embarrassment right now. Well, like you say, the deeper you go in the playoffs, the more embarrassed you are when you become exposed. And exposed, you have become, Cleveland. because everybody has figured James Harden out right now. It ain't a soul in America that don't know what to do when you see Harden on the floor come playoff time. Maybe now you may not get him the first round, may not get him the second round, but I bet you, baby, you gonna get him in that conference finals, and that is what's happening right now. Coach Ho, I am taking the Knicks to sweep this thing right on out, especially if they win tonight. If they win tonight, it is over with. Sweep, it's gonna be over with Monday. It's gonna be a 4-game sweep. Thanks for coming. Sweep around my right front door. Mm-hmm. Sweep around my right front door. That's what's gonna happen if the Cavs can't make an adjustment tonight, baby. Because James Harden, you have been exposed. And Spider Mitchell, man, I thought Coco done pumped you up, man. I guess maybe she was out filming that new TV show Sprung when she was time for her to give you some playoff time. Because, man, you disappeared. You don't disappear yourself. You disappeared in game 1 in crunch time. And game 2, you didn't have a chance. Like HO State, the Knicks went on a 22-0 run and y'all didn't do anything. So, like, you don't disappear yourself. So you playing your own magic trick. So, look, if Harden and Spider Mitchell ain't gonna do nothing, I know you don't expect Jared Allen and Evan Mobley or whatever his name to carry. And that dude off the bench, what's his name? Wade, the dude who shot the 3-pointer that didn't go in the other night. Dude, how much can he give you? So I mean, I'm talking about the white dude. But like I say, I don't see any adjustments the Cavs can make. And like you say, you look how dumbfounded Kenny Atkinson look right now, man. They folks already talking about he about to lose his job. So man, I thought JB Bickerstaff in Detroit had problems, man. Kenny Atkinson, I was mad. We might have 2 coaches that went deep in the playoffs lose their job soon, man. That's crazy, man. But hey, Jason Kidd, hold on, dude. You might have few openings. We're gonna talk about that later, though. But anyway, Coach, I'm taking the Knicks tonight. Knicks to sweep it on out.
Well, you know, Ken Atkinson was the same guy that said that the Derek, what's the dude from the Celtics? Derek White was a top 5 player in the NBA. So that goes to show you what you're dealing with.
Dude hit a few threes on coming off the bench, and all of a sudden he's a top 5 player. Get out of here, Kenny. Probably just down one night.
Yeah, he got his team out. It's just amazing how he got his team to the Eastern Conference Championship with philosophies and thoughts and coaching like he doing right now. It's almost like, hey, I'm here. That's all I want to do is get here, and y'all can do the rest. I ain't trying to win. I did what I could. Y'all didn't think I could get here. And Mr. Spider Mitchell, on a side note, told his beautiful fiance Coco Jones, as soon as we win this ring, I'm gonna marry you as soon as we win this ring. Mr. Mitchell.
That's gonna be a long wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Coco,
I don't know if you should have said that.
You ain't lying.
Because it ain't looking too good. I know she's sitting over there like looking at her ring and then looking at him and like, you get she. I just want to slap James Harden if he come near me. He holding up the wedding. I just want to slap some. They holding up the wedding.
Spider holding it up to himself. He disappeared himself. So
yeah,
she gonna have him to blame too. Let me see how he. Like I say, tonight gonna tell us everything. So Coco, we're gonna find out tonight if that wedding gonna happen anytime soon. Cause I'm telling you, they lose tonight, it is over with. And
yeah,
it ain't like he playing lockdown defense itself. And
nope.
Like I said, you got the guy who wasn't doing nothing, the one they made trade out of draft picks for, he going off. You got Lambert who didn't what's his name? Lambert Shelman or whatever his name.
Laundry
Dude,
Shamit.
yeah,
Yeah.
come in. But we ain't even hear from him in the playoffs lately. And all of a sudden, he come in knocking threes down off the bench. We got players we ain't even heard of coming in showing out for the Knicks on the Cavs. So Josh Hart, he balling, Cat balling. Like I say, Mitchell Robinson and all his missed free throws ain't even mattering right now. So like I say, Cavs, you go. I'm gonna see what type of adjustment you got, but it's like I said, we're gonna tell. This is gonna tell a lot about Kenny, Spider. Well, we already know what we need to know about Harden, but Kenny and Spider, you on the clock tonight, baby. Y'all under the spotlight because y'all get y'all butt kicked tonight. Man, I don't know, man. They might look at that whole Cavs. Might be some changes right there because it's not gonna look good. Not gonna look good.
I just wonder, game 3 is always that pivotal game. But right now, Cleveland, it would be really pivotal for you. It's big for you because you didn't split the series with the Knicks in the Garden. So now, like Red said, now HO say you in must-win territory. Ain't no well, if we don't win, we'll be out. No, you in must-win territory now. So you got to win. No choice for y'all because like HO said, y'all ain't going to Cancun, but you're going to Aruba. So you can be going somewhere. And well, maybe he can propose Spider Mitchell can marry on one of the islands they go to.
Yeah, that's gonna be his best bet.
Yeah.
That's if she's still around. She's gonna say, man, I thought we were gonna wait till you win the ring. Man, you gonna have a new fiance if that was the thing. You better hurry up. I don't know why these players be talking that big talk before they win at all. They better learn. Look, ain't nothing promised. And I don't know why Spider thought the Cavs are just that team to where he can make a statement like that. You ain't playing for the Celtics or the Lakers now. You ain't even playing for the Knicks. You playing for the Cavs, man. You can't make a statement like that to the Cavs winning. That's a Cleveland team, man. Cleveland teams don't usually win it like that. They usually teams that have good regular seasons and blow it in the playoffs. So that's why I say, Donovan, maybe shouldn't have made a statement like that until you were actually, maybe at least wait till you get to the NBA Finals and then you come out and say, well, I told her, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna get married till I get the ring. But at least if you're in the finals, you can do something about it. Man, you ain't gonna even make the finals. Possibly you don't win tonight. So I don't know. Like Coach say, man, maybe you should have thought about that statement before you made it.
All right. Let's see. Joe Black says, "What up, guys? What's going on, Joe Black? Glad to hear from you today, sir. Appreciate it. To the next game, which has played as game 3 and had a very interesting showing last night. The Thunder and the Spurs, as the Thunder took back home court advantage by beating the Spurs last night by 15, which was a really kind of a weird game. The Spurs went up 15-0, but they lost by 15. So in all that weirdness, Red, what's your assessment of the game? Is this one going 7, or do the Thunder seize the big advantage in the series by winning game 3?
Oh, well, that's another game where the next game is gonna answer all those questions. And like you say, they started the game, went up by 15, lost by 15, and had 15 turnovers. So I guess 15 was just an unlucky number for San Antonio on Friday night. They made 15 3-pointers. That was some good news, but it didn't really help much. But like I say, this one has a possibility of going 7 games more so than the other series. Because if the Spurs can tie it up tonight, then even if OKC came back and won game 5 at home, we could still see San Antonio coming back and winning game 6 to stave off elimination. Like I said, it all just depends on what type of game Wemby have. I mean, he went off in game 1 and seemed like OKC made an adjustment. Chet was a little more aggressive, and some of the other guys, Harkenstein. Sorry, y'all. Playing with now, he didn't really do too much the other night, but Chet definitely more aggressive. Oh, and the other, not the first Jalen Williams, but the second Jalen Williams. He's been playing more aggressive. So, like I say, you still get physical play out there, even down the guy. But the Spurs, they're gonna have to make an adjustment because, like I say, Wemby went off for a 41 piece the other night. They only had 26, and you didn't get much from Fox, just 15, 1 of 6 from 3. Castle 14, and your bitch didn't give you nothing in the last game. So, and then game 2, pretty much the same. So, like I say, San Antonio gonna have to get a little bit more production from the bench, and because OKC bench, I mean, they giving you production. You're getting double figures from Holmgren and Shea. Then you're getting double figures off the bench from, like I say, the second Jay Williams, Caruso, McLean coming in, giving 24. Wallace, Casey Wallace coming in. Like I say, you get double figures from 4 guys off the bench and double figures from 2 and 3 guys in the starting lineup. And the Spurs, you ain't getting that. You only getting double figures from the starting lineup. So, like I say, you're gonna have to even this series out with your play San Antonio. You're gonna have to adjust properly. Wemby gonna have to play a little bit more dominant than you have. Like you say, Castle, you're gonna have to stop with the silly turnovers. I know Dylan Harper was shaking up the other night. I'm not sure if he's gonna play the next game, but San Antonio, you still gonna have to get some more production from the bench. I mean, you still got guys on the bench that can come in and help out. I mean, so like I say, it's all gonna be a matter of who won it. Because, like I say, game 4 is definitely gonna be pivotal. I guess game 4 is gonna be Sunday. So it's gonna be one pivotal game, San Antonio. You don't want to go down 3-1. So if the Spurs can win on Sunday, it'll be a series. If they lose, they might be down. It might be a gentleman's sweep out in 5, and that's something we didn't anticipate going into the series. So come on, San Antonio, make it a series, man. Don't just let OKC just beat you up like that. Besides, I don't want them that fresh for the Knicks.
All right. HO, what you got?
I think it's gonna go 7. This is 2 young coaches trying to make their name in the NBA. I think Pops is still, part of the franchise. He's gonna probably sit down with him. He's gonna probably do what Pat Riley did early on. Just sit down and let him know, young fella, this is what you need to do and pull out some adjustments. So I look for San Antonio to make adjustments, and I think it's going to go 7 because I think the longer they play, the longer the NBA continues to gain momentum in everything that they do. So this will eventually be your champion. So this really is your finals, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, look for San Antonio, make adjustments, and it will go 7.
If you want Wemby to be a future face of the NBA, it's definitely a good showcase for him. Because everybody watching.
Yeah, he had kind of a uncharacteristic 4 rebounds. 4 rebounds.
Yeah.
You don't see that from him. He double digits big time in rebound, but they're running schemes to stop him. The rest of the team has got to step up and do something to take care of that. Champagne, I haven't heard his name mentioned a lot. He had to come up. Fox played last night. He didn't do half bad. they have got to get. They're a young team, but like Red said, that OKC bench, including Jared McCain, just destroyed the Spurs. You let the bench come out and score 70-something points and do what they did. Well, hey, you don't have much room to say a whole lot when that bench is doing that to you, not the starters, because they had slowed down SGA for a minute. He picked up, but they couldn't stop the bench. So I'm just looking at the coach for the Johnson for the Spurs. He's gonna make adjustments. I don't think they're gonna go. They're gonna lose 2 straight at home. It hadn't happened this year, so I don't think they're gonna lose 2 straight at home. I think he's gonna change some things up. And this is a series that everybody's waiting on. And I don't see it going out in 4 or 5. I can see 6, 7 games, and may the best team win. So we'll see who is gonna do the job. Because Daniel for the Oklahoma City has got the flop crew ready to go with their some of their tactics. So, and people are kind of mad at him because of some of the stuff that they're doing, but he's a smart man. Just like when he put Hartenstein on Wemby to harass him, Hartenstein said, "I got 6 fouls. I can harass you all I want. And what you gonna do? I can get my foul, but nobody expected me to score a lot of points, so I'm gonna do my harassing, stopping you and frustrating you, and then what?" So San Antonio got to come with a different game plan, and I know they are. Like I said, we're gonna have us a good game 4, but just like with what's the name with Cleveland, if San Antonio don't win game 4, they're in a bit of trouble, and that'll be unusual for them to be in trouble in a series where they're expected to not only win, but at least go. They're not going to expect to go out in 6 or 7 games. 4 or 5 games. This one's expected to go the distance. So we're gonna see. I say Wembanyama and somebody else gonna be Robin and gonna step up and give him. I think Harper played a little last night, and I even saw what's his name scoring some points, which I couldn't believe. Harrison Barnes, the granddaddy of the group, which is hard to say, considering everybody 20, 22, 23 years old. Harrison Barnes, I think, is only like 28, 29. And you got these these young pups out there. Nobody old in this series, so we'll see. Like I said,
he'll probably take the bench to probably pull him out of this, like a Keldon Johnson and Luke Cornett gonna have to come through along with Dylan as well.
Yeah, Cornett. If Cornett scored 10 points, the Spurs gonna win. Spurs win. If Luke Cornett can put up 10 points, I get the Spurs to win automatically. All right, let's jump to football real quick. The Steelers and the Falcons are having OTAs right now, and both of them, you got expectations are varied for both of them. Let's start with the Falcons first. H.O., looking at the schedule, what is your expectation for their record? I see Michael Penix is an OTA. They got everybody. What's your expectation for them?
Oh, well, we had Schmidt on this past Wednesday. He said 10-7, and I'm inclined to go with him, but I would say between 9 and 10 wins. I'm leaning more toward 9 than 10, but 10 won't surprise me. 10 will surprise me, but 9 is my expectation.
when do you think you see Mike? When they see Michael Penix? By what game?
Hopefully preseason, just so we can see what he looks like and see where we can go from here. So maybe a series during preseason and during the regular season, depending on how you look and depending on how Tua look, it's kind of up in the air. But I do hope that Penix gets at least a series in the preseason just to see where he is and just to see how the leg is moving.
All right. Joe Black. Joe Black said, it's a miracle Penix took a snap on the center. Raheem was wrong. I guess he's saying Raheem was wrong about the timetable for Penix coming back. And Penix is progressing earlier than everybody thought. So
I think he meant that Penix don't like to be on the center, and that's why he always in the shotgun.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's true. You got that right. Red, what's your expectation this year? Considering look like the Falcons got everybody healthy and ready to go.
Well, I hope they have everybody healthy. I mean, like I say, my expectations. I'm gonna lean with HO. Like I say, I've been super positive the last few years. They ain't really got me nowhere, so I guess I'm gonna be more realistic on the probably wait and see couch. And yeah, I'm gonna go with 9, 10 wins, more 9, especially because I'm still not sold on Stefanski, like I say. So, like I say, there's a lot of pieces on the Falcons that still got to prove it to me. But 9, 10 wins sound about right. Like I say, hopefully we'll have a legit quarterback competition, so we can actually see what we got in the position. But I'm with HO, man. Like I say, when your quarterback position is so unstable, it's kind of hard to pinpoint how you really gonna do and how everything fit together because it all starts with the quarterback. And right now, we hoping to have a competition. We don't even know we're gonna have a competition because one of the guys may not even be healthy and ready to go. Like HO said, he hoped to have him back for the preseason. But do you think you're gonna have him back for the preseason? Like say he out on the field now. I guess they, it looked good, but is he back fully? Is he back at full practice or he just out there working out? You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell us everything. And like I said, you got him and Tua splitting reps right now. So like it's just really it's too early to really get a full grasp on what the deal is. But I did hear we're gonna have a quarterback competition. So so we're gonna have a quarterback competition. We need both guys on the field. We need both guys playing at a health. We just need both guys playing at a solid position so we can actually see what we got. So my expectation when Penix gonna be back on the field. I mean, everybody. I mean, what he said he's targeting week 1. I don't know if you heard that, HO.
Yeah, I heard.
And I'm trying to figure out what does that mean. I mean, dude. I mean, are you gonna be back at full practice when training camp start? I mean, I know you targeting week 1. I'm pretty sure you are, but that really don't tell us anything. I mean, yeah, you targeting week 1. I didn't think you'd tell us you targeting week 3 or 4, but I'm just want to see how healthy the guy is going forward. Are you gonna be ready for training camp? Because if you're not ready for training camp, then we're not gonna even have a quarterback competition because 2 are gonna be taking first team snaps. Now it's good that we see them back out on the field now in May, up on the center, making throwing passes. That's good. I hope that's a good sign. So when training camp begins, he'll be ready to go day 1. And then we won't have these questions about is he gonna be ready this date? Is he gonna be ready that date? But if you keep, pinpoint dates and timetables, and then you're not ready at that timetable, then you're gonna just open up, have folks having more and more questions. So, personally, I wish he just wouldn't even give us no time frame. Just say, look, I'm out on the field, I'm back out on the field. I'm working hard, and I'm trying to work hard and get back as soon as I can. Don't give us no date. Don't give us no timetable. Because every time you give us a timetable and it don't happen at the timetable, like you say, you're gonna open yourself up for more questions. So you targeting week 1. I hope you there week 1. Or guess what? You're gonna have a lot of questions to answer.
Well,
Yeah, I agree.
That's a bonus for the Falcons if Penix is on the field week 1. That's just letting you know that he's determined to make this thing happen, and he's ready to commit himself to the season. But that does hurt things for my boy Easton Stick. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I miss my boy Easton Stick. He probably be watching again as usual. I tell you, it's just a crying shame. No Easton Stick. Joe Black said, we just get top 15 quarterback play, we'll be good. If we get 2 at his best, like the year he led the league in passing, we should win the division. And he also said Falcons should be between 9 and 10 wins. There's still a big suspension question. Yeah, that's going to be another thing that everybody's going to be waiting on. How many games are the NBA going to suspend Mr. Pierce? Red, you said 6. I don't think it's going to be as much as that, because I think since everything was dropped pretty much, and he's in the little diversion program or whatever, where he doesn't have to go to jail or nothing like that, it might be less than that. So I don't know. Hopefully we will see what happens from there, and he'll be able to do what he got to do, I guess, to get back in the game. All right. As far as Pittsburgh, just looking at them, they got their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Whoop-de-doo. Hope everybody's happy the saga of Aaron Rodgers is over. And then he turned around with the semi-bombshell. I'm here for 1 year, letting y'all know I'm not playing next year. This is my last year, so y'all can enjoy my happiness and joy for this year. But after this year, it's pretty much over if I'm done. I'm going to shut it down, even though if somebody was paying me, excuse me, $25 million a year, I may have to rethink that. That may be a little rethinking point. And I might want to come back for another year. I don't know, but I guess he said enough is enough. And I just look at them to say, if Aaron Rodgers, I'll say this, if Aaron Rodgers can stay upright most of the year, the Steelers are going to be okay. I think they'll be okay, because he showed he can throw the ball when he has time to throw it. But if that line is letting him pop him many times, it's going to be a shutdown, and you got to go to one of them young boys to help him out, because he probably something might happen. So I'm looking at the Steelers. The Steelers' key is, for me, this is just for me, is Washington, the big tight end. He was hurt last year. That was a weapon the Steelers could have used in the playoffs, but he got hurt, and there goes you over the middle, because he was coming on catching the ball big time, and nobody could tackle him until he took about 5 guys to hit him out. Laughs at 5, but he has to stay healthy too. And then the Steelers can put a lineup out there where all the receivers and tight ends and everybody are 6'4" or above. That's got to be a bonus to help them. With Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball, you got all that height out there going to catch the ball. Hey, Joe, how many wins you think the Steelers going to have this year?
Well, I hadn't checked their schedule. I was kind of relying on you for that, but
I tell you.
I would say they in probably one of the toughest divisions, so I would say between 8 and 9.
I'm just trying to figure out where. Oh, let me go to you, Ray, and then I'm gonna come back with what I got to say. How many wins you think the Steelers could pull off if
Uh,
healthy?
yeah, HO sound about right. That's about what I say, about 8 or 9. I mean, because you got to think. I mean, if we're gonna anticipate Cincinnati being healthy all year long, Baltimore being healthy all year long, that's two teams right there that's probably gonna be battling y'all out. Now, if you ask me right now, if healthy, who I think gonna get the best quarterback play, I probably would go Joe Burrow. I mean, you would think Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson would have much better seasons if healthy than a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, especially when both of those guys need comeback years because neither one made playoffs last year. So like you say, uh, that's what you would anticipate, but you don't think the Steelers going to be that far off. They're not going to be that bad. You still got Mike McCarthy. That's probably why I'm saying 8 or 9. And you still got Aaron Rodgers. Uh, they still capable of playing, giving you solid performances, but is it going to be better than Cincinnati and their arsenal? Or is it going to be better than the Baltimore Ravens and their arsenal? Man, I mean, they were, I mean, something catastrophic will have to happen to both of those teams again for the Steelers to have, to me, be approaching the 11 or 12 win category. 10, maybe, just depending on how things, work out. And like I say, what you get from your defense. You did upgrade in the receiver department. I like the trade for the guy from the Colts. Uh, I like the Jeremy Bernard pick in the draft. I like the offensive linemen y'all got in the draft, too. So, like you say, you definitely upgraded a little. That's why I'm saying you're not gonna be as trash as the Browns, but I don't think you're gonna be as good as the Ravens or the Bengals. So I say right there in between, maybe third place in the division, and that equals about 8 or 9 wins to me because the division's still pretty solid. Even the Browns ain't that awful. I mean, they still got a tight defense. It's just what they're gonna give you on offense. Anticipating not much.
Okay. Let me look at let me see what the nation had to say. There's a couple people had some things to say. Uh uh Joe Black said I agree, Red 6 should be max.
That was about the
6
suspension.
wins. Oh, but that's for the suspension. And then he talked about the Aaron Rodgers farewell to it. So
Yeah.
I look at Baltimore. Well, Baltimore is always a threat, and I think Lamar Jackson, him and I slide out of the division. Him and Josh Allen are two of the most talked about quarterbacks who have never won anything in the NFL. Period. And I don't know when one of them gonna break through. I don't really care, but I guess one of them it'll be about time for them to break through and get to the Super Bowl. I guess. But every year they always talk about, oh, these two are so great, blah, 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 blah. And then here we go. You get there to the playoffs, the chokehold starts. And then you start looking crazy, pointing at each other. So I tell you, those two always got something going on when it's time for playoff time. The Steelers are always Mike McCarthy is they say you're a quarterback whisperer. And then him and Aaron Rodgers got history together. So you got to factor that in. They worked together before and they won together before. Matter of fact, they actually beat the Steelers to win a Super Bowl. So it's going to be interesting to see how those guys work together. And the Steelers made improvements on defense. Cincinnati, every time I think of Cincinnati, I think of defense. Have they done enough on defense? You got rid of your best defensive player, and you supposedly added some players, but I always look at that defense. They score 40, give up 50. So I don't trust until they show me they can stop somebody. I still don't trust Cincinnati to be that big a factor. This might be the year. Joe Burrow is always, as long as he's healthy and he got those two wideouts, he's always gonna be keep them in the mix because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But their defense is gonna be the key to them. If they can stop people, Cincinnati, that like I said, they're predicting big things from them this year. So we'll see. So will the Steelers make the playoffs? Like I said, as long as Aaron Rodgers is upright, I give him a puncher's chance. But if that line doesn't hold up, then they start fighting injuries, and that's a different story. Cleveland, Joe Black said Cleveland is still Cleveland. Baltimore has the first-time head coach. You never know. That's going to be a key too. If Baltimore's coach doesn't figure out he got a cheat code in the backfield and run him 20-something times a game in Derrick Henry, then they're not going to win anything. Keep trying to depend on what's his name? Lamar Jackson do all the heavy lifting when you got a guy like Derrick Henry back there running the ball and running over people. So, excuse me, you got to use that cat. Anthony Corris, good morning, Anthony. Anthony said, I forgot the Bengals were a team.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Joe Black said, I think the AFC North is up for grabs. Well, it is. You're right, Joe. It is up for grabs. Anybody can win it, except the Browns, who, side note, seen them. Shador has fallen to number 2, so they say, because I'm hearing reports that Deshaun Watson is the head dog in charge. Right now, he got the lead in the clubhouse, but they haven't played yet, so that could change at any time. So we will see.
Right.
So let's see. Anthony said the Bengals are the kings of the NFL. He mean king. He means Sacramento Kings. So we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, those two teams, the Steelers and the Falcons, transition years, new coaches. It's going to be interesting to see. Excuse me, I got to call how they do this year with all the new parts they got coming in. I think if healthy, both of them can make the playoff. That's if healthy. That's going to be the interesting part right there. Wow. And Joe Black said the Steelers are the most expensive ticket in Jacksonville. Cheapest seat is $385. Good Lord. Ooh. That's for the nosebleeds, I tell you. But we'll come back to them after a while. Right now, it's halftime on the Red Rail Sports Show.
Halftime?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We made it through the NBA playoffs, the championship games, talked a little OTAs. When we come back, we're going to do 5 for 5. And then we got the Braves report, and we got a couple other things to talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you don't go anywhere. We still, like I said, we still got a lot to talk about on the Red and Rail Sports Show. We're going to come back and go through some different things, and we'll see what happens on the backside of the show. Check y'all back in a few minutes. I'm good. I was going to call it. I'm still doing this halftime. I'm taking a little break. All right. All right. Scroll back up, and we are back from halftime on the Red and Red Sports Show. We are here. Like I said, we got some 5 for 5. We got some other topics to talk about. Red, are you ready for the Braves report?
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Braves report for this week.
It's game time. It's GT.
Well. What a difference a day makes. Because I tell you, Braves had 5 games this week, and after that first game, you would have thought the whole the sun was falling in, the whole roof was falling in. I mean, we just got pancaked by the Marlins. 12-0. I mean, we was making roster moves all over. Hold on. Let me tell you how bad it was. Like I say, we was making roster moves. Acuna returned. Baldwin went down. Richie got sent down, and Bummer finally just bummed out. So all that from Monday's game, 12-0 beat down by the Marlins. I mean, boy. But like I say, go to sleep one game, wake up the next game. Like I say, and when you're dealing with baseball, every team gonna win 60 games. Every team probably gonna lose. Gonna lose 60 games. You're gonna win 60, you're gonna lose 60. That was one out of 60 right there. And boy, that was one forgettable. Just ball it up, throw it in the trash. And that's what the Braves did. Because after that, 25 runs they scored. After not scoring 0 runs Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, the next 3 games, 25 runs, I think. No, I can't remember. Let me see. 27 to be exact. So 27 runs after scoring 0 Monday night. And like I said, you got your good pitching. You got like I say, the bats just woke up a little bit. Michael Harris has been on the tear. I thought Acuna had went down after just coming back, but nah, he gonna be all right. But we did lose Drake Baldwin to oblique injury. Oh man, we hope he got to get him back, man, because he was having an MVP type season. But Hassan Kim, oh my God, dude, you are slumping right now, man. And you paying you $20 million, dude. We getting more from the guys who ain't making nothing. The Mauricio Dubons, the Jorge Mateos, even the Jose Alcazar, who we just designated for assignment. What's up with the Braves cutting folks so quickly, man? And then we end up needing them because, man, Braves, you ever heard of sending them down to the minor league system in case we need to bring them back? I mean, boy, they as soon as we get a player back, they cutting guys right away. You cut Jonah Hine prematurely. Then you probably cut Jose Alcazar prematurely. And looking at the way Kim playing, man, don't cut Mauricio Dubon now or Mike Yastrzemski. We're gonna need all our bats the way he playing, man. $20 million. Boy, dude, I can promise you, I don't see you back with the Braves next season. So enjoy yourself, Hassan Kim. This might be your last season in the Brave uniform. unless you just go butt naked, Eddie Rosario hot in the playoffs. I definitely don't see you back with us next year. So, but other than that, man, it was just a typical. Other than Monday, it was a typical week for the Braves. We still leading in all our categories, and I did get scared, HO and Coach. I thought after that 12-0 beatdown, I thought all our stats were just messed up. No, we still all right. We still tops in slugging, tops in OBP, tops in ERA, definitely tops in hits. I mean, man, we about 30 ahead in hits on the second place team. And we tops in a lot of categories that, man, unless we just go into super slump, these things might hold for the whole season. We're going to see. But right now, Braves just playing good baseball. Best record in MLB, I think, what you think, 35 wins? What we have? What is
36 wins.
Yeah, 36 to 16. So that's 20 games over 500. And we ain't even got no Memorial Day yet. And Coach, it's about time for your usual thoughts. It's Memorial Day. Well, it's the Memorial Day show, so it's about time you give us your thoughts on the Braves. So, but like I say, man, and we got a 10 and a half game lead in the division already. I don't see us choking that one away, man. Like I said, we would have to really go into a huge slump. And the way Walt Weiss managed HO, his aggressive style, like you see what happened Monday. We lost 12-0, and you see all the moves he made after that one loss. Man, can you imagine him after 2 or 3 losses in a row? Whew, might have a whole new lineup out there. So, like I say, he ain't gonna put up with us slumping, and like I say, we ain't gonna put up with us slumping. So this 10 and a half game lead, man, I wouldn't be surprised this division might be over with. I mean, I'm saying it in May, but I'm saying we may not clinch it for a while. But I mean, like I say, the way we playing and the way everybody else playing, Mets playing inconsistent. Phillies, you think they figured it out? They still playing inconsistent. The Washington, we finna bury them after this weekend. And the Marlins, we just buried them this week. So, like I said, I just like what I'm seeing from my Braves. And after these seasons from the Hawks and the Falcons, the Hawks and the Falcons, we needed something like this from our Braves. Now I hope the Hawks and the Falcons of this upcoming season are paying attention, because this is what we expect from our teams. These are the standards we have, high standards. So do us a favor, follow the Braves blueprint, Hawks and Falcons. Well, anyway, we love what you're doing, Braves. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up, Alex. You just keep finding diamonds in the rough. Some of these players I never heard of before, and they come in producing. Chadwick Trump last night, 2 clutch hits. I don't know how did he get a clutch hit in the 10th inning, and then he back up the bat in the 11th inning. I swear, that's what I saw. Then he get the clutch hit to get us to 4-3, and then he got the clutch hit to get us to 5-4. Like, man, so you mean we getting on base that much that the same guy can come up and get a hit in a back-to-back innings, man? Braves probably leading the MLB in total bases too. So, like I say, it is what it is. That's what the team. This is what we getting so far from the Braves, and I love it.
Yeah, you gotta. To quote Chris Berman, you gotta look at the managing job that Walt Miami Weiss is doing. He's doing a great job behind on the bench. HO, how you feel about the Braves so far? What's your thoughts?
I think they're doing good. I think very, very surprising of the pitcher staff. We go into the season with an injured pitcher staff wondering who's going to be in the rotation, and here we are, top 2 ERA and top 2 pitcher staff in the whole league. So very, very surprising. Michael Harris has come back. Albers has come back year. Olsen doing this thing, and if we can get Austin Riley and Ronald Acuna to get their bats going, then I think we should be striding for sure. I'm just wondering how they're going to address this trade deadline situation. Are we going to bring Byron Buxton in along with Chapman to solidify everything that we're doing? If we do that, then odds are we can roll through the playoff.
Not only that, what about this Mike Trout room I keep hearing? And Trout, man, you in last place with the Angels? Or you say you don't want Trout?
They gotta pay. If they pay his money, then yeah. But I'd rather take Byron Buxton. He on the old $15 million for the next 2 years, so I'd rather deal with that.
Well, I tell you this, Alex, there's no way you should make a move, man. I mean, you see what you got now, you already know we gonna be in contention. So you had definitely better be getting some type of moves ready, man. Yeah, you can make just 1 or 2 moves like HO said. That'll put us over the top. Add one more back to the lineup. Add one more strong arm to the bullpen. Dude, even find one more starter to go to the rotation, and that's gonna be it right now. We had to put us over the top. So adding anything, if you add all 3, if you go out and get a bat, bullpen arm, and a starting pitcher, well, man, I definitely know we're gonna win it all. Even if you just add a bat to the lineup or another bullpen arm, I say we might be all right. So yeah, Alex, you know what you got to do now. It's your time to close the deal. You started the deal with the moves you made. Now it's time to close it because now you know what type of team you have now. You got a competing team. You got a solid team. You got a team that's gonna be ready for another run. So yeah, just be aggressive come trade deadline because you know the other teams are. That's what I'm saying. You don't want other teams that's competing with us to go get some of the moves, make some of the moves that we should have made.
Yeah, I think I think HO, you said it. Chris Sale is the heist of the century for what they got him for. You know what I mean? He continues to be just lights out for the
Well,
Braves.
they finally gave him some run support in his last outing.
Yeah, they did.
Otherwise, he should be at 10 wins at this point.
Should be. Yeah, he came on and he continued to be solid. I mean, just outstanding. If we can get the other pitchers to come on like him, it's a done deal. They can lock it up and go on and get this thing over with quick because Sale gave up the 1 run the other day and he was like, okay, that's it. Y'all, that's enough. And like I said, the offense gave him some run support and he stepped up and said, I got it for the rest of the way. He shut down, what's the name, the team. So, hey, the Braves are looking good. We don't want anything to slow them down, please, because they, like I said, they're on top of the division, try to keep that lead. And I think they can keep that lead the rest of the year. They're going to have some competition, of course. They're going to have some teams coming at them, like the Cubs, Dodgers, Padres, etc. But in the division, I think they go and take this thing and go and put it out. Stop the press. Stop the press, Red and HO. I see a surprise that just popped up
What's
on.
going on?
Oh Lord! Look at here! Look at here! Look at here!
The introduction to the new family, to the new member of the family. How you doing?
Thank you.
What's going on, fellas? I'm glad to officially introduce. I can say now my better half, Dr. Valerie Harris. Now we tied the knot last night here in Columbia, Maryland, and on Coach's request, saying I had to make the introduction. We're here today. So what do you want to say, Val?
Hello. It's great to be a part of the family. Thank you for how you've been taking care of him. And I'm glad to be among you. So thank you.
Look here, Dr. Valerie Harris. We want to congratulate you both. And let me tell you something. You are officially ordained as our sister in the Red and Rail Sports Show. You are in. We're going to take care of you like our sister.
Thank you.
And during the football season, I know your husband going to tell you, you are welcome to come to Longhorns when he comes to Longhorns for our annual bet. He'll tell you about later on in the year You are official, but congratulations, boy. I saw the shirt. What's that, Red?
No, I was saying, well, actually, I owe you and Red Longhorns since I wasn't on my P's and Q's with the wins losses. So I hadn't forgotten about that. We'll actually be in Atlanta, not this week coming, but the following week. So if y'all have some availability, I'll make good on those Longhorns the first full week in June.
Okay. No problem.
Yes, y'all heard.
Yeah, we hadn't forgot. You may have forgot, but we hadn't forgot. I'm just playing. No, we not caring about that. And like I said, I saw the ceremony. I was on my way, but I couldn't get there. My plane got delayed.
No, all jokes aside, we're hoping to kind of schedule something on the fly because we'll be there for a full week. So if we're able to put that in place, man, definitely we're going to extend an invitation to the Rev and Rev Sports Show family. Hopefully we can get something together in about 2 weeks because I just woke up this morning and realized that she's born and raised in Atlanta, Red. And I know I have a huge family in Atlanta that didn't get to witness what took place. And I want to do something in Atlanta so we can try to invite people to come and share. And for some people who haven't met Dr. Val to get a chance to meet her.
Okay.
I have a question for Dr. Val.
Yes, sir.
I know you know the Lord, but how much do you know about sports?
You see her answer like let me answer for her. She's not a sports guru by any stretch of the imagination. Her appreciation for sports, I would say, is twofold. One, if it's a relative that's participating in a sport. Two, if she's with somebody who enjoys sports, she'll join in the ride. But if it's on her by herself, she's not going to watch a game by herself. She's not going to go to a game by herself. But I will say, she never gives me any flack about coming with me to a game. Never gives me any flack if we're going out and I'm watching the game. So this is why we made it this far.
So you are a supportive sports fan.
Never gets in the way of me doing my sports show. Doesn't get in the way of me doing my stuff in the Coatesville. So she's cool in those areas.
Awesome.
Okay, so like I said, I saw the many extensive pictures. And tell your mom thank you for putting all the pictures on Facebook. We saw the extensive pictures of the ceremony and everything. Looked like the picture of the kids looked like it lasted about 2 hours, but we're not going to discuss that either. We're going to go into that. But you all, it's like we always say, it's good when two people find each other and are blessed to be with each other. And you all look like you are made for each other. Your families love each other, and y'all gonna love on each other, and we gonna love on y'all. And like I said, Dr. Val, you are our sister now. So anytime you need anything, you can turn to us, and we'll make sure that we work it out. And like I said, looking forward to meeting you and seeing everybody. And Rev, I know Mama Harris is tired. I know is she up?
Well, she's staying somewhere else. We're at a different hotel, so she may be heading back to Coatesville as we speak right now, because I'm sure it's around checkout time where she is. We're not going back till tomorrow morning. So,
okay,
yeah. And let me just say, I see. Thanks, Joe Black. Thanks, Anthony, for your congratulations. Truly appreciate you. Thank you. But we're just popping on, man. We didn't want to stop your flow because I wouldn't be of much help to the show because I haven't really watched any basketball, any sports. Besides the Braves, that's the only thing I've been paying attention to. Go Braves! They're doing a wonderful work right now, and Walt Weiss is doing his thing as manager. So I'm glad, and I'm gonna say this one thing, Ray. I'm gonna ask you this real quickly as a sports thing, and Horace too. Well, all y'all. Let me just because all y'all like the Braves. Were y'all getting a little nervous when the Braves league got cut to 7 and the Phillies won that winning streak?
No,
No.
not really. Like,
Okay.
I didn't think the Braves were gonna slump this much. I think division race is over with.
Oh yeah, I can see that now. I can see that now, and even Coach would probably have to say that since he always has set the Memorial Day standard, and we're 2 days away from Memorial Day. So I think this past week probably solidified the division, because if the Phillies had a chance to come back, this would have been their chance, especially when Drake Baldwin goes down, Acuna's still hampered, so yeah, it's pretty much a wrap.
Now, Rev, had you asked me that Monday night after I got home from work, well, it might have been a little different after that 12-0 beatdown. But now that it's Saturday and I saw the rest of the week, and I realized, oh, that was just one game. Like I say, every baseball team will win 60 games and you'll lose 60 games. And that 12-0 loss was just one of our 60. But hey, it ain't nothing stopping this race right here, baby.
And the thing I liked about it was the fact that they didn't waste any time identifying the issue, right? So they realized Richie needs some more work. So send him back down to the minor leagues. Then they realized Bummer's just going to be a bum. That's the bottom line. Got to send him up out of there. They released him. So that's the difference, I think, between Weiss and
Nick.
and who was our last man?
Snick.
Brian Snicker.
Yeah, Snicker.
Weiss don't have. That's what I was telling Coach and HO. Weiss, his aggressiveness, he don't have no loyalty. You suck, man. Get up out of here. That's what I was telling them. If the Braves lose like 3 or 4 in a row, we might have a whole different lineup. Because when you start sucking, he gonna pull you out and put somebody else in. So look, that's why I'm not worried about the Braves this year. They replaced Snicker with the right manager. Walt Weiss, appreciate you, baby. And congratulations to you too, Rev and Miss Dr. Valerie. Y'all enjoy your honeymoon. Congratulations to you. I know you're gonna have much happiness. And all I gotta say, Rev, good job, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And Rev, did you not say that before you met Val and had Val come to the game, you never caught a foul ball?
I did.
Okay, there you go. All right,
I did.
Rev, I want you to put that foul ball in a case like Scrooge McDuck have his #1 dime. Put that foul ball in the case.
We actually have it at her home, and we're trying to get a case for her. She was supposed to put. She hadn't done it yet.
I did.
Did you? Okay.
There you go. Great minds think alike.
Now, just for point of clarity, and then we're gonna get off so y'all can do the rest of the show. Point of clarity: I didn't catch the foul ball. I ran and got it.
Now, Rev, you didn't knock no little Rev. You didn't knock no little kid. You didn't knock a little kid over to get the ball.
We had to sit to the hospital because of running to get it. Because we were at the Nationals game when they were playing the Braves, and we were in one section. The foul ball went into another section where nobody was seated. So I was coming like 2 rows up. I had to go up, and then there was this kid, probably in his early 20s, coming from the other section, all the way down. So I'm like, it's me and him, and my competitive juices got in. So I'm like, boom, boom, boom. So when I get to the seat where the ball is under, I doggone almost break the seat. I think I broke the seat. I broke the seat. And because my weight fell on the seat and pushed it all the way down, I almost bust my knee.
Oh my God. Rev, Rev, you gonna end up on Instagram and ESPN Sports Center for your desperation to get a foul ball, man.
So, Red, to your point that you just made, I was nervous that it got caught on tape. Because I said, I said the first thing I said to her is, I wish it doesn't go, I hope it don't go viral. So I'm up here checking Instagram, TikTok, X, and all that stuff just to make sure it didn't go viral. So I was concerned about that because I don't want to be a meme. You trip
right.
and folk using me.
What a week this would have been for you to become a meme and you get married in the same week. What a great start Miss Valerie would have had, man.
For sure.
Well, Rev, I would say this. This could be your next sermon. Use that foul ball example as a way that you caught your wife.
Uh-oh.
You got to tease it out a little bit more.
Yeah. You was running to Dr. Val. You broke everything you could break. And and when you finally got it, now you want to frame it and put it up.
Look at it, man. You're a bootleg preacher now, man.
Well, I've been on my spiritual journey, so there you go.
Listen, man. Now, all jokes aside, the Lord might have his hands on you for real. Seriously. I mean, the way you were able to put that together in just a short amount of time, that's a gift from God. And, God might be knocking on your heart to say, Horace, it's time to say yes and not just be around a sports podcast and sports microphones. Time to get on my divine microphone. So,
I have been thinking about maybe connecting with you to do a prayer line and maybe 15 minutes of some type of motivational, spiritual outlet to some of these kids.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely talk more, man.
Definitely talk more. Dr. Val, have you met Bean?
I have, and I love Bean. He's at the house.
Okay, it's over then. It's official now. It's a done deal now. She like Rev, she like Bean. It's official now.
Bean part of the whole family now. He got all the attention, man. He got all the attention. Wherever he goes, man, he just draws. And for those who know who he is, that's my daughter, our daughter's daughter.
Quick shot, Rev, before you go. Falcon wins. How many?
I'm gonna go with 9 because I don't know the quarterback situation. That's the thing that makes me most nervous is the quarterback.
Went with 9.
I'll go with 9.
Hey, Rev, one more thing. If you and H.O. gonna start a podcast for motivational speaking, why don't you start with some of them folks that attended Mays High graduation? That was an advantage.
Oh, Lord. I know you. Did you see that, Rev?
No, what happened? They had a fight or something?
Did they?
Oh, we was all over Instagram, man. That's how bad it was.
Oh, my gosh. Please go.
Were the graduates fighting?
Yes.
Check Rev when you get a chance, Rev. Just check on my page. I posted the thing on.
All right, man. That's disheartening, man.
Yeah, that is.
It was very.
Matter of fact, I'll tag you in it so you don't have to rush. When you get a chance, you'll see it.
All right, man. I definitely
is not happy, and it made the news and everything. I was like, oh Lord, when it made the news, that was not good. I mean, you had a cat in a full cap and gown fighting somebody. Wow.
That's terrible. They don't do that.
I heard it was all they had fights at graduations all over the country.
Yeah. Well, she went to Grady, which is now Midtown.
Thank you,
Coach actually used to coach there.
Did you? All right.
He used to be a part of the losing tradition.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You see that Atlanta Public School guy they clap.
All right, we go get off so y'all can finish the show. But thanks, man. Thank y'all for your love, appreciation. I hope to be back next Saturday. I'll let y'all know. All right.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Be
All
good.
right, guys. Take care.
You
Peace.
too.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our esteemed co-host, the Reverend Dr. Harris and his lovely wife, Dr. Valerie. We God bless them. We congratulate them on their nuptials. They are now one, and we hope to be seeing from him and hearing from her. And like I said, she's our sister now. We welcome her to the family with open arms. And there's nothing that we couldn't do for her because she's part of us now. So anyway, congratulations again to the couple. Let me see the nation. Joe Black said, now y'all got me on Longhorn. Let me go get some Wild West shrimp and an outlaw. All right. He said, Anthony Core said, the Red, Wed, and Co Show. Congratulations. That's a good one. And Rev, he said, my gift will be on your phone next week. All right. And he said, Anthony said, May's graduates had more fight than the Cavs. It was sad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was not good right there. But anyway, we're not going to dwell on the bad.
I'm surprised Rev didn't know about it. But okay, he probably been into the Coatesville stuff. But yeah, he'll see it when he go online.
Yeah, when he see it, he gonna be disappointed. Because I know they said the superintendent was very ticked off. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Mays. But anyway, we hope that everybody, all parties involved, they got to have more security at those places. I'm sorry.
In fact, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in our chat, so I know he'll see it then. So if y'all see it, the video,
because I didn't see it either. So yeah, post it in the chat.
Yeah, a buddy of mine said they don't have enough security at those events. And then Red, I'm gonna get off. And one of your Mays graduates said, yeah, that happened everywhere at all the graduations. And then I called out. I said, no, you are a lie. Because it did not happen at Thero's graduation. It did not happen at North Atlanta graduation. So don't say it was everybody. It was Mays. So don't try to take up for your school when they do wrong and try to put it on everybody else. Because it was a bad look. I think it was one more place that had it happen, but it didn't happen everywhere. So, but anyway, we're going to side note on that. All right, let's go to 5 for 5. We got been such a great day. Thank you. We've been blessed by the Rev and Valerie. They came show up today. So we got 5 topics. We're not worried about the time today. We just gonna spitball, gonna let it roll on. We got 5 topics, different topics, and the VP has already said cue the Lunis. So we're going to do that. He already sent out the word. So let me find the music. And then we'll jump right in to 5 for 5. Let's see. I read, yeah, the video came through. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Here we go. 5 for 5. 5 topics. Hey, Joe, get ready. Tell us what you think about this. All right, first topic. Nashville got the Super Bowl in 2030. What's your opinion on that one?
The South got something to say. I would say that Nashville is a growing environment where they are looking to extend baseball to Nashville as well. So this is going to be an attractive site for a lot of new up and coming franchises. So yeah, what a way to start it off by awarding them the Super Bowl in 2030. So I think this is a preview of what's to come.
Red.
Good old Tennessee trying to get all these sports teams now. You got Memphis in the NBA. You got now you trying to get the Titan. You got the Titans in the football. You want to get a baseball team in Tennessee, and now you get a Super Bowl in Nashville. Good old country style Nashville turned into a city that the tourists want to be a part of. Man, I hope that stadium built by then. I hope they ain't trying to have it in the Titan Stadium now. So I hope the new stadium is built by then, but not bad. I mean, I can say this because my Falcons stadium, we already part of the rotation, so I think we're gonna be hosting for a year or two. So good job, Nashville. You want to be part of the big boys? Man, you part of them now.
Yeah, they got that new stadium. They're working on, and they lucky, like I said, the South is getting a lot of these Super Bowls. Atlanta in 2028, and then they're going out west. But the warm weather cities say, hey, we got the facilities for the Super Bowl. Come on in, we'll take you. So there you go. All right, Red. Jason Kidd and a shocker. I don't know if it's a shocker. Out of the Mavs coach. What do you think about that?
Yeah, not a shocker because if he wanted to be coach and GM, and then they hire a GM probably gonna get rid of him then. So, but hey, kid, look at all the options that you got. It's opportunities that have opened up, opportunities they might open up. So look around. I mean, you're already getting paid for the next 4 years, $40 million. So I mean, hey, you can choose to get paid and do nothing, or get paid and coach at one of the spots that's opening up again. But I think he a good basketball mind. So he'll find another team, whether it's assistant coaching or hey, he might get another head coaching job. You know how they just keep switching them in and switching them out. Uh, so like I say, Jake Kidd will be okay.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, this was a bit of a shock to me. But then again, it wasn't because the new ownership didn't bring Jason Kidd in, so it was that time, I guess. And then bringing in Ujiri, definitely wanted to bring in his own people, I'm sure. So, but I'm sure Jason he'll catch somewhere because you got to remember he went straight from playing one year to coaching the next year. So he got his experience now. So he'll probably catch on somewhere, be an assistant and go through the cycle. He's light enough to get the privilege.
Yeah. Red. We talk to you, Red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do
Jason Kidd, he probably gonna have another job somewhere, depending on something that come open. I can see it. He might get a Cleveland job. It depends on how they play. So, All right, Anthony was talking about the Nashville out there, the impromptu celebration. A lot of people out. This will be the country music cowboy hat party.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what I was thinking.
He said, and he won't have to compete with Doc Rivers. He'll be good. All right, and talking about Jason Kidd, and Milwaukee is open, so I think so. Moving on.
He already coached there though. I think.
Yeah. All right. Oh Lord. Aaron Rodgers returns. Yay. Should we jump out here? Get ready to jump up and down. The saga is over. He's back in Pittsburgh for one more year at $25 million. Hey, Joe, is he worth $25 million, sir?
His resume says so, but I'm not sure this year says so. He is truly imitating the Brett Favre effect, because everywhere Brett Favre went, it was always the media, it was always something. So he has truly taken the mantle from the Brett Favre situations because every time he makes a move and do something, the media is going to always reply and respond to him. So Aaron Rodgers is a media dog. But yeah, his resume says he's worth 25 million, but I'm not sure if this year he's worth 25 million.
Red.
Yeah, when you compared to Brett Favre, definitely a chip off the old block. And the thing about it, he used to whine about him all the time. Like, now you grew up to be just like him. Just like a little kid complaining about daddy. And then you grew up to be just like daddy. So get it up, A-Rod. But anyway, like H.O. say, yeah, I mean, when you got Kirk Cousins making that much, I mean, look at his resume. 4 MVPs, Super Bowl, longevity in the league. I mean, definitely the man is worth 20 to $25 million. That's just the price of quarterback these days. I mean, he's not getting 40 or 50 million like some of these, or 60 million like Dak Prescott. So when you look at that, 20 to 25 million is a discount. So yeah, I don't have no problem with
All right. Yeah, Rodgers is back. And all of Pittsburgh, well, I ain't gonna say I don't know about all of Pittsburgh is celebrating, but most of Pittsburgh is celebrating. We'll see what happens. He got Mike McCarthy with him, so we'll see how they
that.
handle
I'll
that.
say this now. If you see what the season is about to fall apart, you might want to go see what you got in one of these young boys like Will Howard or the kid from Penn State. Because you already know this aired last year. So once you see, okay, well, we're not gonna make the playoffs and you got a few games left, you might want to see what you got in some of those other guys.
Yep, there you go. Anthony Cora said, as long as his moon rocks are in line with the stars, he'll be good. As long as he stays healthy, not the moon rocks, but we won't talk about that. The moon. Next topic. Ray Rice, I meant Rasheed Rice, but I put Ray Rice. I got to change that. Either way it goes,
We got it though.
it's an idiot. So Rasheed Rice violated his probation by getting caught with the marijuana. Red, how do you feel about Rasheed Rice, and what do you see his future being in the NFL?
All right, good, both good questions. How do I feel about Rasheed Rice? Dude, and take it from somebody who has first-hand experience with this particular situation. Dude, you're a moron. How in the world? I mean, I thought dude, you're supposed to be making good decisions right now. You know you on probation. You know you're still under the custody of the court, man. You're not free just because you are allowed to go to practice and you at the house. You're not free, man. You're still on paper. As long as you're on paper, man, no drinking and definitely no smoking. Matter of fact, more no smoking than more no drinking. Because at least if you drink, if you maybe have a drink the night before, you can still come in and pass the test. You ain't passing no test if you smoking weed, dog. That stuff is in your system and it's in your system for a blank time. So I don't know. He didn't even come out and say it was a mistake. So so you probably know you smoking weed. What are you doing, man? So you not have anybody in your support system that's trying to get you to do the right thing. Like any girlfriend around saying, "Hey, man, that's not a good idea, baby," or a homeboy that's saying, "Hey, dude, that maybe not good. You don't want to mess up your money." But like you say, coach, since obviously it's proven that you don't have a support system, or if you do have a support system, he's getting the wrong type of advice. No, I don't think he gonna last long in this league because he not. I don't think the Chiefs gonna give him no bag, and without a bag, you're gonna be a journeyman. And if you're a journeyman, living life like you do, making decisions like you make, you ain't gonna be in the NFL long, baby. Eventually, coach, we're gonna see him on the free agent blotter. Free agent receiver. coming in for workouts here and there. There's never no team taking them seriously. That's your future, Ray Rice. I mean, sorry, not you, Ray Rice. Your future already done. Rasheed Rice. If you gonna be like Ray Rice, if you don't watch out.
Yeah, your mindset is oh yeah, HO. I'm sorry, HO.
Is this the Rice that plays with Kansas City, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the bad juju. This is the karma that happens when you let Eric Bieniemy go to another organization. Now that he's back, now all the juju will go away. So this is nothing but just bad karma to let Kansas City know that you got to do the right thing for the right people. And now that Eric Bieniemy is back, now he should have a role model, Red. He should have somebody that's in his corner and have a role model to make sure, because Bieniemy is a stickler for accountability. So this should set the record straight. This probably why they brought him back in, to make sure that he to show, to give the guy or some kind of role model in the organization. So I hope this helps, but it's a sad situation.
I almost want to say, depending on what Kansas City can pick up between now and then, I don't want to be a bearer of bad news. He's gonna get suspended by the NFL. I'm almost want to say that the Kansas City Chiefs are cutting. They got some talent out there, and they don't really need him. They don't really need him. I mean, you got some guys out there that can play, who are not in any trouble, and they may just say, "Hey, we don't want to take a chance on him and cut him." I wouldn't be surprised. I would hate that for him, because I think he deserved to play. But man, for you to do something that's stupid, probation. All you gotta do is don't do nothing. That's basically what they're saying. They said just don't do anything, don't get me into trouble, and he do it anyway. Yeah. Bad look overall for him. So I'll see how it plays out, but that's not a good look for Rice.
And on top of that, he's not healthy. He still got injuries. So like I say, dude, you got injuries you supposed to be working on, and now you're gonna go to jail for 30 days. I hope nothing happened in jail. Get to fighting and everything like that, don't hurt you even worse. But like you say, these are the situations you put yourself in, man. When you don't do what you need to do. There's no way you should have had your parole violated. It was a blessing that you was on parole. I mean, on probation, considering the trouble you got in.
Yeah, I don't understand these cats, but let's see. Big Z said, "What's up, cuz? What's up, coach? What's up, Red?" Big Z in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Big
up,
Z
man?
in the house. And Anthony said, "Serious question. Didn't they stop testing for the devil's lettuce? Who tested?" Well, Anthony, when you had a thing like Rasheed Rice that went through, you knew they were going to test him for alcohol and drugs. That was a given. I don't know who tested him, but I knew they were going to check him, because you're on probation. They're going to make sure you stay clean no matter what you think you're doing. So that's on him. All right, last thought. HO, inside the NBA season 1 on ESPN, how you think they did this year?
Coach, to be honest with you, I wasn't even tempted to watch it or paid attention to it. I just saw the highlights of it. But I'm glad they stuck together. I'm glad they brought them together and didn't break them up. So that's about the best I can give you. But you know, it is what it is. The NBA go do what the NBA go do, and
Red.
streaming
Go ahead. I'm
is
sorry.
streaming is the big thing now. So yeah, I don't think it was. I think NFL. I mean, the NBA was focusing more on making sure Prime and all the new kids on the block got their due diligence. So I think they actually the inside of the NBA was third on the bucket list anyway.
Okay. All right, Red.
Yeah. It might be third on the bucket list, but it's still one on the red list. I'm telling you, all these other streaming platforms, NBA analysts, man, all them can eat it. They can kick rock, man. Please. Other than now, I like Taylor Rooks. I know, y'all don't try to get on me now. I love my girl Taylor, but other than looking at Taylor, it ain't no reason to even watch her show. And the show with Tracy, Carmelo, and Vince, you can get all them ringless suckers out of my face. I ain't listening to y'all talk about deep playoff runs when none of y'all had deep playoff runs. Ain't none of y'all on that won a ring. So please, I'm not listening to this. Okay, at least inside the NBA, we got Kenny, we got Shaq, two guys back to back. Shaq, 4 rings. Okay, we got Barkley, but Barkley at least an MVP that led his team to the NBA Finals. What finals McGrady went to? What finals Vince went to? And what finals Carmelo went to? 0 for 3, all of them. So you can NBC can keep their coverage. And Amazon Prime, like I say, other than Taylor Rooks, ain't no reason to even watch them. I mean, you Udonis Haslem, I love you, buddy, but you should stay on ESPN. Dirt, about to put me to sleep. Blake Griffin, snooze. Chris, what's the other guy? Steve Nash, snooze fest. Get him out of here. And I can't even think of the other platform. The fact that I can't think of you mean you don't even matter either. So look, inside the NBA, they did it differently. Some nights you didn't even know when they were on, but starting since the playoffs started, they've been pretty consistent, and they still, to me, the number one NBA analyst show. So NBA countdown, you can throw that in away. We don't need that either. So I'm kind of glad that they have taken over after basketball and ESPN better them than NBA countdown. And with the way ESPN buying up all the networks, I mean they don't bought the NFL network, bringing their stuff over there. So it's only fitting that they had it inside the NBA over there too. So leave MLB alone though. But like I say, it's still inside the NBA, just on another network.
Yeah. The NBA inside the NBA continues to be the flagship during basketball season. They always they put together a great show. They always have fun, but they always talk sports, and they always pretty intelligent. Even though they laugh and joke with each other, they always pretty intelligent about their takes. So yeah, you can't beat that. You can't beat them. So I don't know. I hope they keep going. I hope ESPN keep them on the platform and give them more time during the finals. So
Yeah.
we'll see how they do that. Hopefully they don't change nothing. Anthony said it's hard to focus on the shows. They keep jumping around from network to network. Yeah. And Big Z said, I believe players act the way they act because they've been babied and coddled their whole life and above the law, talking about Rasheed Rice. Yeah, they have. So they don't expect to be anything to happen to them. So, but ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
look, I
go ahead.
appreciate that Z. Yeah, I mean, you right, Z. You definitely right on that. But at the same time, that's not us as fans. That's not our problem, dog. Because look, that's a parenting. Let's get back to the same thing I said about this Maze High graduation thing. That is a parenting issue, and some of these parents need to start taking responsibility now. If you see your kids gonna be in professional sports, then hey, you got to teach them some life lessons before they, start playing professional sports. I know the the time, the window is limited because they probably practicing so much and they probably dedicating they time to their craft so much. But look, it's still your job as a parent to prepare your kids for life when they get out here in this real world. And being coddled your whole life and all that, that ain't gonna keep the law from locking your butt up when you make a mistake. That ain't gonna keep no woman from taking half your cash if your relationship don't work out. That ain't gonna keep nothing from happening that you probably don't want to happen unless you have proper knowledge of certain things. So look, it's up to, like you say, Z and Anthony. Look, these players, they got to get past this coddling stuff and start to learn some life lessons before they start living life and get out here in the real world. I mean, look, I knew I had to learn life lesson before I went to California when I was 20. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nobody out there. I was going out there solo. So look, you see the situation you in, and you put yourself in the position to learn some things and be adapt to some things. But you can't, like I say, being caught up and being babied your whole life ain't gonna stop life from happening. Is my point. So I understand what you're saying, but that ain't no excuse. And that ain't no excuse that's gonna fly when these kids get in trouble. And HO and coach know this.
All right. Yeah, so there you go. Hope Rasheed, I don't know if he's gonna learn his lesson, but we better hope he does. But I hope he learns something about life, because life gonna
I'm
kick him
saying,
in.
dude, that's. But I mean, how dumb can you be as an athlete? You know good and well you on papers, you ain't supposed to be smoking weed. That ain't got nothing to do with being coddled or baby. I'm saying they told you. I'm sure they told you, the judge, when. Okay, let's say you didn't know anything when you went to court, and they signed you up for probation and all this stuff. I'm sure your lawyers and everybody that was there with you told you what you weren't supposed to do. So even if you didn't know before, you had to have known now. And if you know now and you still get in trouble, dude, you obviously don't care. Or you just at a point where you're just making bad decisions, and I guess your NFL career, what you're saying, it don't matter right now. But when it finally do kick in, coach and HO, when it finally do matter, guess what? Probably gonna be too late. By the time he finally get it, that's the thing. They eventually get it, but do they get it in time to save their careers or save their livelihood?
Yeah. Well, hopefully he get it before it's too late, because it'll be another career down the drain of a talented player. But hey, it happens every day in the sports world. All right, that's it for 5 for 5. We thank you all for joining. Thank you all for commenting on it. And right now, got a question: who had the right to do what? HO, who got the right to
Yeah.
do what this week?
Well, I wouldn't say for this week, but next month, the Atlanta Hawks got the right to make the best decision possible when it comes to drafting in this offseason. The Atlanta Hawks, you have the right. Now, if blocking Ansi from taking another interview, if that's a sign that you trust him completely, then let him work and let him do his thing and let him put this team together. So, Atlanta Hawks, you have the right to trust Ansi and let him work, and let's get this draft together so we can have a better season and a better team next year.
All right. Red, who
Eddie
got the right
Marr
to do?
from Michigan, baby.
Who got the right to do what?
Okay. Well, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, and the Oakland Athletics, y'all got the right to, hey, keep saving money, because y'all three right now got three of the lowest payrolls in baseball. And guess what? All three leading their division right now. Tampa Bay leading the AL East 5.5 games. over the Yankees with a $300 million payroll. Tampa Bay payroll, not even $100 million. Cleveland, one of the lowest payrolls in baseball. They up on their division 3.5 games. And the Oakland A's, who actually playing in Sacramento, let me say the Sacramento A's, they lead their division. All these bad low payrolls leading the divisions in the American League. So, so like I say, the American League division leaders, you got the right to open up your wallet a little bit when trade deadline comes. Show ain't opened it up for the playoffs and it's working so far. So hey, got a little money to spend. Open up them wallets, clear that dust out. You know my Braves gonna open up their wallets, and if y'all want to compete with my Braves, you better open up the wallets. Yeah, you doing good now, but when the playoffs come and my Braves, you see my Braves in front of you, you had better had opened up them wallets come the trade deadline. Especially you, Cleveland, Tampa Bay. Whoa, boy, Tampa Bay having one of them seasons again, man. You never know; they come out of nowhere.
All right. Anthony Cora said Falcons got the right to minimize the quarterback controversy as much as possible. Hawks got the right to draft a real center.
I agree, Anthony. Falcons. Buddy from Michigan. What you think about Buddy from Michigan, H.O.?
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, the 7'3" guy, I love him.
I tell you what, if they skip on him, Oklahoma City gonna get him right out the box. They ain't gonna waste no time. They already said it. If they skip on him and don't get him, Oklahoma City gonna get him. And I'm like, good Lord, y'all just trying to make them just unbeatable. Goodness gracious.
Right. And then you really gonna have twin towers. How if that boy ain't Hawks, you better grab him. And then you have your own win because I mean, at least in the Eastern Conference, you only got to play Wemby twice a year, and maybe if you get to the finals, you have to play him.
All right, y'all. Well, want to once again thank H.O. for coming on as always. Always good to see H.O. H.O. is a contributor to the show big time. He's a family member, so we want to thank H.O. H.O., shout out somebody.
Man, shout out Rev for tying the knot, man, doing the right thing and not having to continue these streaks without doing the right thing. He did the righteous thing. I would say that. He did the righteous thing. And shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. Make sure you check out Sports Roundtable Wednesday, 7 to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, entertainment and sports meets.
Yeah, I got a feeling there's going to be some entertainment coming up on Wednesday because a certain family member did not show up today who told me, remember what he said?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I got something for that comes Wednesday, so that's going to be one of them
Who was
must
that,
see.
Yeah, he said he was coming on. He said, Coach, send me the link so I can come on this Wednesday. He was out of town last week.
Send him the link, send him the topics. No comment. That's okay. I said.
Hey, so you could have came on today. Good morning.
That's what we talking about. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we wait. I'll get him Wednesday. Red, any shout out you want to holler at anybody? Anything?
Like once again, shout out to Irel and Miss Dr. Valerie for the wedding and the marriage. And like I said, much happiness in the future. Shout out to Miss Sylvia Harris for her happiness and her exuberance throughout the whole ordeal. I know Miss Harris is on cloud 9 right now. Shout out to our Braves for bouncing back after a horrible 2025 season. I mean, we are loving what we're seeing in 2026. Shout out to Uncy for what could be the most important Hawks draft in a long time. 2 picks in the first round, pick number 8, pick number 23. You make the right picks, Uncy, you can, turn this franchise around. You make the wrong picks, you're going to set us back for a few more years. And shout out to my 2 guys on here with me now, Coach and Horace, man. I was tired out my mind this morning, but you guys, kept me up, kept me rolling. And like I said, once we get started, no matter how tired I am, once I see Coach that solo screen, it's time for me to give my introduction. I don't know, I get energy from somewhere. Like I said, we carried it on through. Uh, another good show once again. Roscoe, he had his moments today, but he stayed pretty consistent throughout. So hey, shout out to Roscoe. Rocco.
Uh, Big Z said, "Do y'all think the Hawks should draft Merrill with the 8th pick?"
Big Z, have you been listening to it? Yes, that's what we've been saying.
So we'll see.
Yes, Z, that's who we hope to get. I mean, now if he ain't there and that point guard from Arkansas there, I'd take him, but preferably I want the big guy because I feel like even with Dyson Daniels running the point again, you give us that big guy in the middle, that'll help us a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. I got a question before we go though. If you had to bring one person home, if you had to bring one person home, would you want Jaylen Brown or Anthony Edwards?
Ooh, boy, that is a good question.
Ooh,
give me Jaylen Brown because Anthony, he still got some immaturity issues. I mean, that he still got to work out, and I don't think I want to deal with all his issues off the court. You know what now? And some tell me the older he get, the more issues he probably got coming. Jaylen Brown seemed to be a little bit more mature, even though him and Stephen A. Smith going on their words this week, which I should have had in one of our topics to discuss. I can't believe I forgot to put that in there. But I think I'd take Jaylen Brown over Ant-Man, but either one of them would be a good addition. Either one of them would be a welcome addition to the house. But just me personally, I think Jaylen Brown.
What about you, Coach?
Ant-Man, because he crazy.
Coach just want the drama and all of the
thing about Ant-Man is you got to admire a cat who comes off a hyperextended knee and leg issues and plays better than everybody on the team that he plays for. Come on, man. That's got to say something. You know, for him to come off an injury like that and to show out like that and put that fire into the team, that's what the Hawks need, that fire. They need somebody to get them fired up. I don't know if Jaylen Brown will get them fired up. I know he'll be a great ball player, but I don't know about fired up like Anthony Edwards would do. He put that fire in him, and Anthony Corey said he'll get Brown and the Hawks barbershop can refill his enhancements.
You know what, Coach, you might convince me to change my answer, man. I had to think about it. You're right. Jaylen Brown, he gonna be solid for you, but that's just all he gonna be. He's just gonna give you solid consistency. Ant-Man gonna give you a show. So if you want that plus a show, then yeah, you get Ant-Man. But he got. I hope he's getting more mature now, man. Like that what he did to the Spurs, all that dapping them up with 8 minutes left. Can't be doing that. I don't want you to come to the house doing all that now, because that's gonna have us looking crazy. But all the other stuff that Coach said, yeah, well, I'll take all that. I don't really care about your baby mama drama.
Big Z said Ant-Man as well. So either one would be a good pickup for him without a doubt. But
either one might be available soon. I mean, because I don't see Ant-Man I don't see him staying up in Minnesota long term if they just keep losing. And if you feel like, hey, well, I can just go home. I can go home and do the same thing, and I can possibly get my home team over the hump while I'm staying up here in cold Minnesota trying to get them over the hump. I just go home. Because now that I think about it, shoot, that baby mama drama, he got into it all the way up in Minnesota. What's the difference down here in Atlanta? And he's still out there being a superstar. So forget what I said. Come on home, Ant-Man. These baby mamas ain't gonna hold you back. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Look, the more he got, the better he play. So come on down. You want to be Nick Cannon? Come on down here. But hey, like I say, as long as you give us that same performance, as long as you do to the house what you're doing for Minnesota, I'll take it. What you say, Anthony? What Anthony said?
He
Trey
said
was the
Trey
show.
was a show. We need stability. That's
Hey,
what he
you
said
got
Brown
stability
again.
with Ant-Man. You know you're gonna make the playoffs with Ant-Man. You know you're gonna win. You know you're gonna get past the first round with Ant-Man. Can't say that with Trey Young. Not after 2021, you can't. So Ant-Man, I changed my mind, coach. Give me Ant-Man. Give me the Ant Boy. Because he's still the Ant Boy, because he still needs some mature. But I'll take the Ant Boy.
Let me apologize for asking the question because we almost did a whole nother show just from that question alone.
That's all
That was a
right.
good
It
question.
needed to be
That was a
said.
good question.
It needed to be said. Because they need. I think they need a spark, and that's a spark. Either way you go with one of those players, so maybe they'll pull the trigger.
Especially after this performance by Jalen Johnson. I'm calling Jello Johnson until he show me something again. But after that performance he had, the last 3 games versus the Knicks, man, please. I don't think I ever see Ant-Man play in the playoffs like that, having 3 straight bad games in the playoffs. No way. Not from Ant-Man.
Jello Joe Johnson. All right, y'all.
No, not Joe. I'm talking about Jalen
Jello
Johnson.
Jalen Johnson. Okay. Yeah, I think about that because I saw Joe Johnson at the Dream game last night. Sitting on the bench.
Dream win?
Yeah, they won. Sitting on at courtside with a basketball in his hand. I'm like, y'all don't know. ISO Joe may want to shoot that basketball at any time. You never know. So anyway,
and just the playoffs is gonna clank right off the rim.
Thank you, HO, for once again coming on. We hope to see you next week, as always. And Red, thank you, and Rev and Dr. Vat. Y'all two take care. I'm glad y'all found each other, and we gonna look forward to seeing you all when y'all come to Atlanta and enjoying the company and everything. But everybody else, next week, Saturday, same time, 10:30. On your dot. We'll see you all next week. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you everybody for joining us and coming on. And we'll see you all. Oh, and shout out. I do this, HO. Shout out to the Big Easy Grill, red beans and rice. They look nice.
There you go.
And I eat them twice.
Shout out to Big Daddy. Some of that meatloaf.
Red, here we go.